Reporting live, Little Petty is giving an update on his small account challenge. This is not financial advice. Now, before we bring out our host, I'd like to introduce you with our special introduction theme song, Trying to Make the Money Back. Always buying up calls, and I'm usually on time, but I blew up my account. Now I'm trying to make the money back. YouTube. What it do? It's your boy Little Petty checking in with you guys with another stock market episode. Alright, you guys, in today's episode we're going to talk about the small account challenge. If you guys checked out the link or whatever, it basically said $82 into $2,400, so I'm sure you guys want to know about that. But overall, we're going to talk about what happened today in the stock market. As you guys see, the stock market is still live right now, jumping. But we're going to talk about the small account. We're going to talk about the game plan, the plays that I got set up, and overall, how I plan to bounce back. So, without further ado, sit back, stay tuned, subscribe if you're new, and we're going to do this right off the dome and burn through. So, let's go ahead and jump into the stock market and let's get into these charts. First, I want to talk about, we did take a day trade today, and we made a few little bucks, but nothing too crazy. The trade of the day was Twilio. It did 1,000%. We missed basically the run up, not the whole run up. We got in and we got out. We made like $70, $80 on the trade. So this was a good day trade. We put the money back into the account, so we had $500. We brought it up to like $600. So small little profit. Taking that, we're gonna run with that, and we'll set back up for coming into next week on Monday. But now for the trades that we are set up in, we did set up a play on Tesla. So let me jump into the small account and show you guys what we got set up. So first of all, make sure you guys go follow my Twitter, because I did talk about the plays that I dropped today, and I didn't make no trades. I didn't make no trades all last week because this account basically got blown up. So we were just holding off and seeing what was going to happen. But right here we saw the Tesla put credit spread going into the weekend. I ended up selling two. So we sold the 1420s and the 1415s for a credit of 208. And as you can see right here on Tesla, we got a credit of 208 and 210. And we stopped out of the other trade earlier this morning. So we took a max loss. We went ahead and reset. So now we're set up in these two trades. So we're in the Tesla trade right here, and then we also set up a Twilio trade. So let me go ahead and jump into Tesla chart real quick to show you guys what I'm looking at. So as you guys can see, let me jump into the hour chart. This is clear. So as you guys can see, we've been fighting this level. We ended up selling the put credit spread right below this level. Now, they report earnings on Thursday, so I'm probably going to cut the trade out. Hopefully the weekend premium crush will play out. If we get any type of move to the upside, I will close out that trade earlier. I don't really want to hold through the earnings because that's going to turn it into a gamble trade. So we're just looking to take some profit out of Tesla on the premium crush. Hopefully we get a play out of that and we bounce to the upside. Now for the next trade, we set up a trade on Twilio. Now Twilio, they broke out this morning. I caught the break out when it was busting out. So I'm like, okay, well there's buyers down in this range. If you go to the 1-day chart, you can see this pullback was a nice pullback, pivot low. So, and we're going to work our way up into this candle. Now, if it reverses, then this trade's going to lose. So, I ended up selling I sold right below this candle, the 225s. 225s, 222s, and we got a credit of 98 cents. And we sold two. So, $2, max risk is $300. Boom. So, that's the play on Twilio. This play is actually already up 31%. So we'll be watching Twilio. It had a 5% day on the day, so that broke out. mRNA broke out. That's crazy. Yo, so mRNA, I'm not in this trade, but this is my buddy was talking about this. But yeah, this trade is breaking out, so that's pretty cool, mRNA. But back to what we're talking about. So, and then the last but not least trade that we did set up was the Netflix. So let's go ahead and jump into the Twitter and show you guys what we set up on the Netflix. Boom. So the first trade that we set up We spent a $16 risk to collect a max gain of $484. So we did a debit spread. Now, why didn't we do a credit spread? We didn't want to do a credit spread because when you're selling in so far in the money, it's like you might as well just do the debit spread so you don't have to pay to get out of the trade if the trade does backfire against you. So we did the debit spread. We went far out and we got time on the trade. So as you guys can see, we bought the 590 and we sold the 585. So if you wanted to do this trade right now, you'd be able to trade this for 15 cents. So $15 is your risk plus commission, so 17. And the max gain is $500 because of the strike prices. So the way this trade is going to work is if Netflix by 2 weeks they have a bounce back. So let me go to Netflix real quick. Right there. So as you can see, we pulled back. Let's go to the weekly chart. And the weekly chart, it hasn't had a full on reversal. So what I'm looking at is it's overall still in the uptrend. Usually off the earnings, it's an overreaction pullback. So if the next 2 weeks we can get back above this 576, then that's going to look good for this trade that I set up. And also we set up one more trade on Netflix. So this was a risk of 16. And then I went out the next week. So let me show you in here. So we went out to the August 7th and we bought the 600s and sold the 610. And we did 2 of these. So the max gain between these are the strikes widths are 10 points, so $1,000. So I ended up, let me pull it up real quick. Netflix. So right here, we ended up buying 2 debit spreads for 33 cents, and so that's 66 cents, $66 to possibly make a total of $2,000 basically. And that's the trade that we set up. So right here, max gain 1934, and that's if Netflix does have a full-blown reversal to the upside, and we have 3 weeks on this trade. So this is what we set up. I set this trade up. I'm bullish on Netflix. It looks like we just had a pullback. Now, if the stock market does crash, then okay, this trade is gonna lose, but the risk is so low, and I'm very bullish on Netflix. We got the pullback, so now I'm striking on calls. And I'm taking basically the cheapest way to set up this trade. So that's basically what I'm looking at on this. Roku looks good. Spotify, Twilio. Yeah, see, Twilio's doing its thing. And I basically day traded this. This has been on an uptrend all day. So as you guys can see, I'm not too FOMO with it right now because I'm holding the spread. So the spread's working for me. I'm in the trade. Good with that. So, but overall, I did set up another Netflix trade. I didn't post this into the group chat or nowhere because I just don't want nobody to trade this. This is actually a put credit spread in the money. So Netflix needs to get above 505 by Friday for this to work. And this was a low risk trade for me. So, but that's overall what I wanted to show you guys, give you guys an update on the small account challenge. We are still up on the year. Our max loss on this right now is 1,000. So we put $1,500 into the account. They funded us with 1,000. So our account size is basically $2,500. We have $1,000 spent and we have $500 of pending cash coming in. So that is the account. That's the update. We're looking to bounce back. If Netflix is going to be the big trade that's actually going to, if Netflix goes crazy, then this trade is gonna make a lot of money. But I'm not banking really too hard on this trade. I'm still gonna take the sell the put credit spreads, sell call credit spreads, whatever it is. I'm gonna be selling options. That is the strategy that I implement. So we did take a loss last week. I stopped out of all of my trades. I posted them, all of my losses. So let's go ahead and review that. I ain't fake. I'm not running from nobody. I have nothing to hide. Right here, max loss. Stopped out for a loss 450. Stopped out for a loss for 1150. Stopped out for max loss. So we took a max loss. We lost on all of these trades. And what did we do? We hit the reset button, and we're coming back in strong, and we are not looking back. So that's basically what we got set up. We do have a weekend premium crushes set up for Twilio and Tesla. and we have a play for Netflix. But overall, the debit spreads on Netflix is what we are looking at to basically bounce back. If we're gonna do a quick bounce back, but if not, we're just gonna keep chipping away. So, but that's it. That's all I got for you guys. YouTube, Little Petty is checking out. I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, and Little Petty is out.